Hi, today I thought we could take a little trip and see what the gentleman does when he changes hole locations. We call it changing cups. So let's go take a ride. Alright, so we're here with John, and John's changing cups this morning, or hole locations, and the first thing he's going to do is he's going to come out and we just remove the old cup from the old hole. And John's sometimes you have to stand around the sides so that we don't rip up the root and get the and tear that. You see how that just tore a little bit. All right, so John's chosen a new location. He's found a place that looks like it's pretty good, and he's gonna probably take an old ball mark out, so I'll get out of his way. And he's gonna make sure that he keeps that nice and level so that the flag stick's not pointing north or south or east or west. And you can see some old aerification holes that we've filled with sand. You can see the roots that are coming out of the bottom of one of the old holes, and the plug's staying together, and there's roots coming out of the bottom. So for July, that's pretty good. We're pretty happy. So smells like dirt. Yep. If it smells like rotten eggs, you tell us. Get it straight. Get it nice and straight. There you go. Sometimes if the soil's dropping back in, he has a tool that he has to pull everything out, and he just dropped dirt everywhere, and so he's really careful to make sure that he's not dropping dirt everywhere and making a giant mess. Cleaning out the old cup. And he's careful not to destroy the edge when he sets this cup. I'll let you go ahead and set it. So there's the new hole, and now the most important part of this is taking that old plug and moving it to yesterday's hole and getting it perfect. So let's go do that. John's just learning, so we'll see how he does. All right, so we're gonna fill the old hole back up, and we're again careful not to destroy anything. And everybody has a different way of doing this, but we use a knife and an ice pick here. Here, let's bring that over here. Move your caja. Yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna shave off some of the old plug to make it nice and level. And he always works from the top so that when he goes to the bottom, if you were to cut down here, you'd rip this plug all to pieces. So we're gonna move the plug as we go and just shave it up. Right, John?
Yep.
Very good. And I have a hard time sitting still, so personality disorder, so I can't let John do it. What do you think, John? Is that good?
Yeah, it looks about right.
Looks about right? John says it looks about right, so I'll add a little bit of dirt. My, oh my. I've done this once or twice. So then we're going to use the ice pick just to clean out any dirt that's left in that gap. Sew it together. hopefully when we're all done, add some water to it. Feel it with our foot, make sure it's nice and level so if the ball rolls over it doesn't jump, hop, or any of the like. What do you think? Presto, we're done. So that's changing hole locations. And if you ever get a cup that's in a bad spot or on a mound, it's not that John's angry, right John? It's that we're running out of good spots, aren't we? Yeah, he's not an angry. You're not an angry cup cutter, are you?
Nope.
All right. If you've seen some of the other episodes, this is the bridge where we had our leak, and that's all repaired now, so that's good. John's also going to change tee markers, move those, find good spots for those, check the ball washers, smell the water of the ball washers, clean the ball washer off, clean the post off. He's going to straighten ropes and stakes while he's out, and he's going to do some traffic control. So he's kind of in charge of course setup, and it's more involved than just changing the holes. When he changes hole locations, it's really important that that gets put in nice and level and at the same height. Our mowing heights are so short that any high plugs, you'll scalp the plant and it'll die. And if it's too low, then it gets real green because it's sunken down in. So not only does it affect ball roll and the playability, but it also has some aesthetic values there. Someone who's a lot smarter than I once said that the plugs are low, they'll show, plugs are high, they die. So pretty snappy, huh? All right, so we were talking about changing hole locations and holding that device nice and level when he's cutting the new cup, and this is why. There's an example of a cup that's going to need to be fixed. Now here's a plug that is nice and level, however we've scalped this side. So sometimes when it rains, these plugs will heave, and we have to have the guys, before they mow greens, just step these plugs down, make sure they're back into the ground before they mow. So this is actually a correct plug that's been scalped just due to a little bit of heaving. It's a good example of a low plug. See the green? That's going to have to be lifted. So you can imagine you know how many plugs there are on this green at any given time, because we change these every day, change the hole locations every day from the foot traffic that gets concentrated around the hole. You can understand the disaster you'll have on those greens if you don't have the perfect height to those plugs. So changing the cups is a very important job on a golf course, and it's important that we have enough time to take it and do it correctly. And if you're getting interrupted by ducks, it makes that job really difficult. And here at Briar Ridge, those things are pretty rude, interrupting actually.